Right, so I had the chimonobambusa there, and when I bought it I just put it straight in there. I knew it wasn't going to be the final kind of resting spot because it's going to take over a couple of square meters. So I'm just putting a few plants in on the left hand side of the tree fern, and I'm taking up the walking stick bamboo. Now these are very, very thin, already a runner, and I actually broke it, so I'm going to dig up the rest of that runner and plant it up, and fingers crossed I'll get another plant out of it. So I'll put a bag of the manure compost in, and that's where it's going to be allowed to fill up this area, a couple of square meters, right up to the tree here. Now last year I bought two. They're the small non-invasive blue dragon it's called. Just see if that blue is coming up. Yeah, I think it's Fargesia blue dragon, and I have two of these. Now this one here in the grass is doing really well, so I'm going to leave this here. It's at about 4 feet. I haven't given it any feed, nothing, I just plonked it in. It's going to be a kind of focal point coming down the path. See the blue, but I have one up here in this dry bed and it's not doing well at all, so I'm going to take that one out, move it. Right, so we're in the Papyrifera 1040, stapled in 1046, is the mother plant of the Fargesia blue dragon. So this, you can see this is only about a foot high. It looks healthy, but I'm going to shift it across to the bed that I'm working on now, and hopefully it'll do better. Right, so I have the chimonobambusa here, and 5 feet away I have the blue dragon from that dry bed over there. Over here the soil is much better here. Good drainage as well, a lot of stones around. And I've put another bag underneath it, and same distance, about 4 or 5 feet away, I'm going to put the Arundo donax Eli, or Ellie, I don't know what it's called. But if you're after buying stuff over the winter, it's something I just noticed as well, and your pots are sitting in there, they might have little insects or slugs or something in them that might do damage to the plant. This was fairly pot bound, not looking too good, but I mean it's only coming out of winter. But we can see all this new growth here coming on. I'd say this thing is just going to take off like wildfire. So I've loosened up all those roots, the fibrous roots down the end, if it's all kind of knotted up. And if you saw the video from yesterday with the Trachycarpus fortunei, the roots were nice and loose, but these ones here I had to loosen them up, and it just means they can just find their own way down into the compost and everything. Right, so with such a large area, and I thought I had a lot of plants, but most of them actually just went to the right hand side. It's very tempting to plant close up, but you need to work out what these plants are going to be when they're mature. So when this spreads out, let's say 2 meter square, 2 meter, 3 meter square, chimonobambusa 2 or 3 meter square, they're all going to fill up these gaps, and you just have to give them time, you know, time and space. Right, so basically everything is on repeat now. Dig the hole, clean it out, dig it as deep as possible, fill it full of the good stuff, and now I'm going to put the winsan Trachycarpus in. Right, so I've run out of the manure compost, so I'm not going to be planting anymore today. So I have the other trachid in, have it protected. The Arundo donax, have it protected as well. Those bamboo canes there will stay there now until that plant is established, or that the dogs are not going to run over it and break it. I need to look after these plants. But definitely, if you're buying plants, especially if they're coming from somewhere in Europe, France or the Netherlands or wherever it's coming from, get the compost, get it underneath it, prepare the soil properly. You get the soil right, the plant will look after itself then. I never watered the eucalyptus quadrangulata when I transferred it yesterday. And do that a sup. A lot of ground to the top layer. I have to clean off the ground now. Right, so listen, thanks for tuning in and watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.